Well, hello, dear one. This is Sasa, and I cannot wait to transmit a message to you from Gaia today. We are absolutely going to walk down the path of ascension in this video. And what is ascension? Okay, so here's what I tend to say about that. It's not like you're going to go float off into the sky at the completion of an ascension. So we are really here to be fully ourselves, to be embodied in wholeness, to be witnessed by the universe as a true expression of ourselves, period. That is the mission. That is absolutely what we came for. We came to be whole and holy ourselves. And you notice the word holy has the word holy, as in spirit driven, as in guided by Gaia, as in you are a part of Goddess, God, all that is. You are absolutely one with everything. You are holy. So the knowing that we are stepping into a true self expansion on the planet, it completes a circle for us. It actually tells us that we get to do what we want to do from the vantage point of our true self, deciding what is in our highest good. Okay, so that's the whole guided principle of everything, is that you will explore your true self in this embodied version of you. And the reason that we talk about embodiment in everything is because embodiment is where we get the juice, actually. That's where the energy comes in. That's where we are aligned with our true self the most, is when we fully commit to being here on Gaia as our true self. And I want you to understand that when we adapt to the notion of being on the planet fully, because there is a little bit of a kind of a tug of war there sometimes where we think, gosh, I really just so tired here. I really want to go somewhere else. This is a hard place to be. You know, we talk about it as kind of university Earth. We are here to experience education, tool building, resource generation, all sorts of things that are associated with kind of a collegiate experience. You know, generating. That's funny. My voice is hearing. I'm hearing the voice say, generating income. Or prosperity or abundance, whatever that looks like. That's a piece of the expansion as well. So we do get to the point where we're a little wiped out sometimes from being here. And the reason that we want to be in our full expression of who we really are is because Gaia is guiding us to live on the earth fully expressed for the express purpose of allowing each other to grow in tandem with her vision for the planet, which is truth, which is love, okay? And the reason that we step into the notion that truth and love are the guiding ideas behind what is experienced on the planet is that we are knowing her, Gaia, through the lens of our own experience, our own delicious exploration of what is present here and the pleasure that is available, the joy that is available, the resources that are available. Because even though we look at the idea of resources being a limitation in some ways, we absolutely have resources at our disposal to do the things that we desire in the creative electric field of Gaia. Okay, so we're looking at the energy body of the planet, and we're noticing that there are all kinds of things in the field that contribute to our weariness at times. And Gaia certainly has moods, and we live through those moods sometimes. We definitely experience her emotional kind of, she resources us. And we also sometimes experience her as a profound healing energy field. We get to experience her holding beautiful, glowing, earthly energy around us. So there's absolutely a lot to be appreciate about that, you know? And then there are things that we're sensitive to, like geometric, G, what am I trying to say? Electric storms and things like that. That's what I'm trying to say. Geoelectric storms, and that nature of thing. And we've got solar flares and things like that that affect us. So there's certainly energies present that are physical manifestations that can actually create a little bit of disconnection with ourself that is part of being on Gaia too. So I know that there are a lot of empaths out there that are sensitive to solar flares, for instance. And I notice for myself that they affect me too. So we do have things that are, it's a fun fact actually. Gaia is sharing that what we do experience through the knowing of these things is that there's energy present all around us. And it's funny because there's a sense that we have a different awareness of form, our bodies, that allows us to plug in versus being drained by it. So they want to highlight that, all the guides in the space. This is actually a dynamic container here where Gaia shares, and the guides that come into the space will also sometimes share activation energies. So what we're doing here is holding a thread to the knowing of us as people who can generate energy, become one with the energy of the planet, and experience things like solar flares in a way that actually doesn't drain us. So thank you for that. I have the full intention that this will be real for whoever listens, and this will come to pass. And it may take, I don't know how long for it to actually integrate, but I do hold space for you to have that result from this session. So anyways, coming back to the notion of stepping into our true self as living beings on Gaia, is funny because she also wanted to say lived beings on Gaia, like looking at things beyond time, looking at ourselves in the life between lives as an example of knowing our lived self, so that higher self holds that, holds the lived self, and we hold the living self. And together they work to allow us to live in harmony with all that is. And that allows us to create what we desire. Being in harmony with all that is the source of creation. And what we want is to step into our power as beings of creation with the knowing that what we do on Earth is healing the planet and not hurting the planet. And we get to do that more profoundly in the knowing of our true self, in the stepping into your wisdom of your higher self. Being in love with you is absolutely a manifestation hack, okay? You learning to love all around you, what is in front of you, as much as you can. I'm not going to suggest that everything is gorgeous and perfect. Obviously, we suffer. And it is healthy to witness ourselves as understand what is in front of us and be willing to hold space for what's in front of us without gaslighting ourselves. That's a key thing to think about. It can be a road that we want to walk down where we don't want to look at stuff because we want to not create more of it. The need that we have is to absolutely step away from the knowing that we have to gaslight ourselves, though. That is really a key thing that Gaia wants to share about how we engender a positive outlook in life. It comes from knowing your feelings, understanding what you feel, and being real with yourself about how you feel. And knowing that you can clear the air, you can make a new result, you can step into a new possibility, that everything can work out. This is all part of the experience, okay? So I'm not trying to say that, just go lick your wounds all day long. You might do that for a minute and move into something more fruitful in the long run by adopting the attitude that things can work out to your best and highest good, okay? And your best and highest interest. So that's the key thing. Your interests are absolutely key when you're aligned with that wholeness, that juicy wholeness of Gaia. Those interests are the stepping off point for you to actually maintain energy, sustain energy, become more of yourself, become the person that creates a life for you that is beautiful, and also contributes to the collective view of what is possible on the planet. We don't do this in a vacuum, my friends. This is meant to be a place of wonder and curiosity. And the reason that we step away from curiosity is because so many times we have been in situations where our power was dismissed, or we didn't get to see ourselves fully in our true self expression in a world that didn't allow it, that didn't support it, that didn't give us the codes for it or the resources or whatever. We know that we are meant for goodness on the holistic view of Gaia, that is the highest view of all that is being witnessed by heaven and the universe as done, as complete, as full as the collective need and direction, is absolutely a place of curiosity, grace, desire, and play. We are meant to be here for play. We are meant to be here for the Leela of all things. Okay, not just the Leela of the universe itself or of all that is. Okay, Leela is part of each one of us as well. We are here to be Leela. And if you're not aware of what Leela is, I would definitely suggest you look it up. I think it's spelled Lila. Find out more about that. I don't want to talk about it too much, but if you know what it is, you understand it's the play of the universe, okay? The universe at play to discover who the universe is, it's funny because the universe doesn't want to be it. So all that is explores itself through this play, and so do we. The reason that I'm making this a big deal is because your joy in life is absolutely the most delicious thing Gaia gifts everyone, okay? Joy is a gift of Gaia. We are coded for joy. We are coded for joy. And the reason that joy guides us so profoundly is because people understand that we are going to be, I think that what Gaia is suggesting here is actually that people on a deep level understand that we are magnetizing ourselves toward what we desire, that we are creating a joyful outlook as a means by which we can magnetize what we desire to ourselves. And we don't do that with the intention of magnetizing. We do it with the intention of the beauty of having joy in our lives, of beauty of stepping into the fullness of earth. And that is the clarion call I want to offer you. Do you feel yourself in more than one location? Do you feel like you are sometimes present, sometimes not? Are there soul fragments? Or are there fragments of you in other dimensions? Okay? Other timelines? Where are you located? Is the question. You don't have to know. I'm actually just putting it in your field right now to look at it. Are you absolutely home? I want to call everyone to their full self. And I suggest that if you sense that you are out of whack in any way, you know, you might have a high sensitivity to this kind of understanding of your own energy body and where you are located. And if you do, you know, all kinds of integrative healing methods can work to support you calling back your energy from all these different places. The reason I suggest that we do that is because it creates a ripple when you are fully here. You are here for you. You get to be you. You get to enjoy your life. You get to be whole. You get to experience energy more, play more, goodness more. You get to be a part of the co-creative delivery of all things that Goddess wants for us, you know, and the universe wants for us. Because what we want is to absolutely be divinely guided in our lives. And we want to know that when we are guided by goodness, when we're guided by our true self, that all things come together in divine order and timing and flow, grace, and ease. And actually, I would put it backwards. I would say ease, grace, and flow, because ease and grace open the door to flow. Now, the reason that we're going to talk just about this part of it today, the idea of you stepping onto terra firma, planting your feet in the earth, fully here, present now, time rewrites itself when you do that. It is a quantum experience of change that ripples through your whole timeline, past, present, and future. So do it. Decide that you're ready to do it. Because calling your entire whole self into this planetary experience is going to help you create and master this life that you are in now. Not that we're here to control our lives or be in a power over relationship with life. We are absolutely here to experience power from within. The grace and ease of being inside yourself fully, here and now, nowhere else but here. That is the true north of becoming your whole self, is doing just the simple thing of saying, I am present now, forever. We are such an intimate, co-creative partner of Earth that we are connected divinely to the Earth. And I have been told by Gaia that everyone is, even if you are knowing that your other planets are part of your lives on the universe spectrum. Earth is a big part of the creation of all things, actually, because every planet has a unified field that contributes to the collective vision of the universe. And Gaia was very much a big part of that. And you are a part of Gaia. You are your soul set forth to be on Gaia, intentioned with the knowing that everyone would co-create reality with you toward your highest good. And we witness a lot of struggle on the planet. And there's a lot that I'll explore another time about what that is about. The true nature of reality is that people want to know themselves fully. And that is the wakeful proposition that Gaia has for everyone. Wake up, be here now. Don't scatter your essence everywhere. This is the full you. Be here now. For goodness sake, it will work out much easier if you do. And that is what I will ask, is if you want to be fully here. That is a divinely appointed inquiry that God is handing to everyone who's listening. Do you want to be here? Can you vision yourself here? Not envision, but vision yourself. Actively vision yourself here. This is a call forward for all people to be whole and holy and purposeful and even, you know what? I don't think of a negative sense of this word driven toward what you desire. Maybe pulled by is a better way to put it. Pulled by what you desire. Let it pull you. That embodiment is a key ingredient to being pulled into the right next thread for you in that great tapestry of who you are. And that is my message for you today. I love giving sermons like these, is how Guy is putting it. And I know that when we, adapt into this expansion, that we will absolutely know the next thread. It'll come with grace. This is the key ingredient to awakening, to ascension. And that ascension process is really a part of the universe at large. Actually, everything is trying to ascend into the next tier of reality, the next growth, expansion of consciousness. We all get to play in that field, and we are all part of it. And you, my friend, are going to find your way through the process. I know you will. Thank you for being here. It's a treat to share these messages. If you're interested in exploring this further, I would absolutely adore the opportunity to stand by your side in any way, shape, or form is right for you or available for you at this time. So do check out my links and see if you're called toward any particular pathway to find the next part of you that is waiting to be fully embraced here and now. It's such a treat to be here and look forward to sharing the next message with you.